Identification of keys of computer keyboard. In this video, I want you to be able to identify the keys of computer keyboard. And I have this particular keyboard here, which is on the laptop, and then I have the external one, which is this particular one. Okay. So the first key we have here is the key known as escape key. The escape key. Okay, it is used to remove any pop-up that has no minimize, maximize, and close. Okay, we have a group of keys known as function keys, starting from F1 all the way to F12. Okay, they perform specific function. Okay, now we have other keys known as number or numeric keys, ranging from 0 all the way to 9. So from 1 down here to 0, number keys. Okay, then we also have a number keys here. Okay, then we have a group of keys known as the alphabet keys. So these are the alphabet keys, A to Z. Okay, then we have keys with punctuation marks. Okay, like all these ones and so on. So not much interested in that one. So whenever you're in a typing environment, whenever I press any of those keys with punctuation marks, they are going to display whatever symbol you have there. Okay, so the next key is this particular key known as the tab key. The tab key is used to give paragraph space in a typing environment, or it is used for indentation. Then we have a key close to it known as a caps lock key. It is used to activate and deactivate uppercase. So if I press it, whenever I type, it's going to be capital letter. If I press it again, small letter, or lowercase or uppercase. So it's used to activate and deactivate uppercase. Then we have group of keys known as modifiers or modifying keys. So they are Shift, Control, FN, and alternate. Concern is going to be on a Shift key for now. Okay, so the Shift key is used to combine with other keys to perform function. In fact, all the modifying keys, they combine with other keys to perform function. Okay, for example, the Shift key, if you have any key that has double letter or double symbols on it, whenever you press the key, you're going to display the down one. For example, I have here as a slash. If I press this key, the slash is going to display. Okay, but how can I activate the question mark? Then I have to hold down Shift and press the same key. So if I do that, I will get this. Oh, sorry. Okay, so if I hold down Shift and press it down, I'll get the question mark. Okay, so anytime you want to press any key and that key you have two symbols on it, just know that the upper one, for you to activate it, you press Shift key, hold down Shift key and press it, then you get the upper one. Okay, then we have other keys among the modifying keys known as control key, abbreviated as a CTRL, control key. It combines with other keys to perform function. For example, if I say Control A is to highlight everything, then Control Z is to undo, Control C. Okay, so there are so many of the shortcuts, so I'm going to make a single video for shortcut. Okay, so we have this particular key, which is FN. It combines with function keys to perform function. For example, if you observe the function key in this particular keyboard, you see that I have F11 and F12, and then down I have brightness, increase and decrease brightness. So if I want any of these functions that you can see under the function keys to function, all I need to do is to hold down this Fn and press it, and it will perform the function. Okay, another key is this particular key among the modifying key known as alternate key. It combines with other keys to perform function as well. Okay, for example, alternate F4, we close any application that you open, And if you are on the desktop environment like this, if you hold alternate F4 to give you option to shut down, and if you hit enter to shut down the computer. So during the shortcut, I'm also going to discuss it with you. Okay, another key we have is this key known as window key or Windows key. So it's the same thing as your start bar. So when you click on the start bar and when you press this key, the same thing you're going to get. Okay, and if you observe well, you'll notice that the same keys that we have here, the same modifying keys that we have here, we also have them here. You can see alternate, control, shift. Okay, and then it may vary from keyboard to keyboard. If you observe right here, you see that on this particular one, I have the same thing here and the same thing here. Shift, control. Okay, so we are trying to make this video not to be too long. Okay, so let's identify more keys. We have the enter keys, the enter key. So whenever you are in a typing environment, if you press the enter key, it helps you to enter another line. Okay, so if I'm here and I press enter key, it goes to another line. Okay, that is just for enter key. Then I have this particular key known as a backspace that I can use to delete text in a typing environment towards the left hand side. So if I'm pressing it, I'll be deleting text towards the left hand side. Okay. Alright, then I have this particular one, which is the delete key. So the delete key deletes text towards the right hand side in a typing environment. Okay, so if I move the cursor to the beginning and I press delete key, then you can see it will delete text towards the right hand side. So these two keys, they kind of are the same. This one deletes text towards the left hand side. This one deletes text towards the right hand side. Okay, so we have another group of keys known as arrow keys, which is this for navigation. Yeah, so remember that I mentioned in the other class that we have navigational keys. Okay, so the arrow keys helps you to move up or down, left or right. Okay, so they are known as arrow keys. Okay, so we have other keys under for navigation, which is the home key and the end key. Okay, then page up and page down for you to move page by page when you are in a typing environment, and also home key for you to move to the beginning of a line, then end key to the end of a line. Okay, so of course I don't expect you to understand everything clear now, but I'm also going to make a video, shorter one, for each of the keys so that we'll be able to understand them and be able to use them. Okay, but for now, this is just what I want you to understand about the keyboard. So in our next class, or in one of the classes, I'm going to teach you what is known as the keyboard rule, how to position your finger, which finger are meant for which key whenever you want to type. Thank you for this class.